First steps that families should take when they have decided to actually make the move into a senior living community. When it comes to scheduling movers or professional organizers or downsizers, it is always a fantastic idea to start earlier than come up against a tight deadline, especially when you're trying to make emotional and sentimental decisions. Movers book up really quickly and can book up weeks and sometimes months in advance because everyone wants to go when the weather is nice. We have several movers who have done probably upwards of, 20, 30, 50 moves for our residents who could walk this building in their sleep and get you right where you need to go. Anyone with that kind of experience is going to really help make the transition easy. When you're thinking about whether to do the move yourself, things you want to take into consideration would be, of course, cost effectiveness. Check the inventory of your home. Are we looking at a ton of rooms packed to the brim with items? If so, reaching out to a professional might be the best idea. As far as timeline planning goes, it's definitely personalized to every family. We have people who are moving from down the street who may be able to come in and out lickety split, and we have people moving from across the country to be at our awesome community, and that transition may take a little bit longer. There is no rush on our end. Our goal is to make sure that they are feeling content and settled and that they understand that we will be here to support them throughout the process, however long that will take. Start going through all of the personal items that we might want to give to friends and family, donate, get rid of altogether. One of the other things that I recommend for downsizing, especially if you are a collector or have lots of those sentimental items, is take photos of sentimental items, especially the big bulky things. Create a scrapbook with notes and personal anecdotes and stories with all those special items so that it can still hold on to them, but in a smaller, more economical and efficient way. There's a lot of documentation and paperwork that goes into collecting everything that Morningstar communities need to comply with state regulations for senior living. Those things include living wills, powers of attorney, copies of important cards like Medicare and insurance. We really like to send out an initial email that thanks residents for deciding to join our Morningstar family. That includes things like requests for those documentations. Also has little information that they might need to know, like the size of the shower curtains they're going to need to order and how cable and Wi Fi will be set up for them upon move in, how to add additional channels if they want. All the little things that might fall to the wayside during a move. As far as administrative tasks like utilities and change of address, Morningstar offers a really nice perk to residents, which is that we cover all utilities, all cable and Wi Fi are included. So, really, you don't have to worry about transitioning services, just worry about shut off. Change of address, you can schedule to happen at the time of the move. So you can reach out whenever is convenient online or via the phone and set that up. The only thing to really think about is phone porting. So one of the options that Morningstar gives is that we can pull a number from an outside location and put that right into a resident suite. So if they've had a number for 50 plus years, we can take that number from their current residence and bring it in. The process typically takes about 8 to 10 business days. So I always ask people to give me that documentation and let me know ahead of time so that we can make sure there's no gap in service. The best piece of advice I can give to families that are preparing for moving day for their loved ones is set realistic expectations. Understand and be okay with the fact that things are going to come up. There are going to be questions. There's going to be a lot going through their heads, and they just need to rest easy, knowing that we will get through it together. But just know that, it moving for anybody, senior living or just personal moving, it's always a process. And they have phenomenal support in the Morningstar family to help them get through it.